What's up? It's your boy Austin Rutherford here where we talk business, finance, and real estate. There's been a lot of talk about Trump today, especially regarding his non-payment of taxes. There's a lot of he said, she said that's out there right now, but at the end of the day, we're not 100% sure, what's true and what's not because his taxes haven't been released. There's some people that claim they've seen it, but I don't know if there's been like an official like release on it. So, everything that people say right now is he said, she said, but I'm going to dive in today to what we do know and some of the possibilities that he may have used to maybe not pay taxes. Like the man or not, the man's amounted a massive amount of wealth and success in his life. And I know a lot of people say that he got there because all he did was screw people over. He did bad business deals and he just got lucky, or he got his small $1 million loan to start out with. But whatever it is, you can't be a billionaire and not be a savvy business owner. Again, I'm not agreeing with how it got there or how he made the money, but he's a billionaire. So now to the topic of taxes. And this is kind of where it gets sticky here. Again, people are claiming that he paid $0 in federal income taxes and $0 in state income taxes. Again, to the research that I've done, I have not seen an official release saying exactly what he did and what he did not pay. It's all he said, she said at this point. So at the end of the day, he very well may have paid $0 in taxes. He may have paid millions of dollars in taxes. Who knows? But if I had to guess, my personal opinion, he's probably paying closer to the $0 side. And there's some reasons that we're going to go over here shortly. Now, some may jump right to a conclusion, be like, oh, he's a fraud. He's a scammer. It's bullcrap that he didn't pay, more money in taxes. At the end of the day, if and only if the way he got to paying zero taxes was 100% legal, it might be a system problem at that point. I know the the tax code is written by the wealthy for the wealthy. So they're obviously going to take advantage of those things. But again, if and only if what he did to get to those, if he actually did pay $0 in taxes, was 100% legal and he took perfectly okay deductions, again, it might be a system problem at that point. Think about it like this. If you're driving from the East Coast to the West Coast the entire way, and it's 65 miles per hour to get there, and you drive 30. If you drive 30 miles per hour the whole way, why in the world would you do that? Like, drive the speed limit. Do what you can do. Go 65 because that's what's legal to go, and it'll actually get you there faster at the end of the day. So we're going to dive into some of the ways that he could have gotten there to pay zero taxes in a few. But I want to stress something here. If you have something at your fingertips, use it. If it is okay to take a deduction and it's legal to take a deduction, take the deduction. We go to the grocery store. We don't overpay for groceries just because. We pay what we pay. If they have a sale, we're going to take the money that we're going to save because of the sale. If we go to a gas station, we're not going to overpay for gas. If we go to a clothing store, we're not going to overpay for clothing and say, oh, well, just take double. No, we're going to pay what we have to pay. So if you're paying taxes, pay your reasonable dues, whatever you have to pay, but take all the deductions that is legally available to you as well. Now, some of you may be saying, well, I don't know what those tax laws are. It's only for the wealthy. That's the first problem. There's a saying, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money that you keep. What this means is how much money actually stays in your pocket after paying taxes. You can make $1 million and pay $300,000-$400,000 in taxes. You know what I mean? It's how much money do you actually keep in your pocket after taxes. I did not know anything about taxes when I first got started as well. Nothing whatsoever. But it's my responsibility to learn that. If I want to save my money, I have to learn that. I've read books, I've gone to conferences, I've hired professionals, I've done everything I need to do to learn the tax code. And I'm still a long way away. There's still a lot more to learn. And guess what? I'm going to keep paying and reading and researching the tax code to learn all of those legal deductions. Not knowing is simply an excuse. That's all it is. We live in a world where we can type in, Google something on our phone and have the answer right in front of us. Go to YouTube and type in how to not pay taxes. Read books, how to not pay taxes, whatever it is, educate yourself if that's the route you want to go down. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility for you to keep as much money in your pocket as possible because you gotta take care of yourself. You got to take care of your family. You got to take care of the people around you. And honestly, when we give money to the government tends to screw up a little bit. They waste a ton of money. It is what it is. It's your responsibility to keep as much money in your pocket as possible. So let's get back to Trump and talk about his taxes. Again, what we're going over here, I don't know for a fact because I don't think his taxes have been released. But I'm gonna go over some strategies that people use to not pay taxes, to lower their tax risk. So one of the ways to quote unquote lose on income to lower your tax burden is to take depreciation. So what is depreciation? Depreciation is when you own real estate, and there's residential and commercial. There's a lot of other ways, but the tax code usually references them as residential and commercial. So you own real estate and you write them off over the years. So if you own a residential building, you can write that off over 27 and a half years. So if it's a $200,000 rental property, divide that by 27 and a half, and then you can write off, you can lose on paper that much money every single year. If it's a commercial building, you can write it off over 39 years. So you divide the value divided by 39 and you write off 1/39th of it every year over the next 39 years. Again, you make money in rent, literal money, and then you write off a loss on paper. So the more properties that you own, the more expenses that you have, the more value of property that you own, the more you can write off every year. If you can take 1/27th of $1 million, you can take 1/27th of $100 million, it's a lot bigger write-off the more that you own. Now, when you go to sell, you do have to recoup those losses. You know, if you depreciate it, when you sell it, you have to take that as gains and pay taxes on that. But there's ways to structure it in your estate. When you pass and it goes to your kids, they don't pay any taxes on it. Or you can 1031 it, so you can, sell that property and buy a bigger property and move that money into it and not pay taxes on it then either. Another way that you can save money on taxes is if you have a loss in a business. It's called a net operating loss. So, let's say last year I lost $100,000. This year I make $200,000. My loss carries over and I only pay taxes on $100,000 this year because my losses made up for my income. So if you have big losses, you don't have to pay taxes in the coming years because you're still making up for it. So Trump claims that in 1995 that he lost $915 million. That's a lot of money. That can cover a lot of income. That means he can make $915 million going forward and use those losses to offset that income. So another way is that the CARES Act allowed taxpayers to carry back losses over 5 years from 2018, 2019, and 2020. So we can take losses now and carry it back to previous years. So it just depends if real estate's your main business, and then that is kind of what allows you to determine how much of those losses you can actually carry back. Again, Trump owns a lot of real estate, so he's probably using this strategy as well. So long story short, Trump has made a ton of money along the way and lost a ton of money along the way. If he is legally using the right depreciation and right write-offs, he's probably paying, CPAs and tax accountants and all those other people's millions and millions and millions of dollars over the year to not be able to pay taxes. The bigger issue here, though, is that Trump is not the only one using these tax laws. I know a lot of people that use the same thing, depreciation, net operating losses, all those things. Trump's just on a bigger platform, so he's catching all the heat for it. So if there's a problem with it, it's a system problem because there's a lot of other people doing the exact same thing. Again, as far as Trump goes, I have no idea if he's paying taxes or not. He could be paying millions or zero. Again, if I had to guess, in my personal opinion, he's probably paying close to zero because he claims losses, he owns real estate, he can write off and depreciate a lot of things along the way. Again, not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying my guess is that's what it is, if it is done the legal way. So comment below, let me know what your thoughts are. If you think Trump, is paying taxes or is not paying taxes, and why or why not. While you're down there, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so we can catch you on the next one. And before it really starts raining, I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate you being here as always. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? It's Austin Rutherford here, and I just personally want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my YouTube channel, where we talk business, finance, real estate, and how to elevate your life. On this channel, you'll find everything from mindset to marketing to wholesaling to sales and negotiation to flipping houses to raising private money to rentals to Airbnbs. Everything you need to run your own business, you can find on this channel, so make sure you take a look at it. But if you're one of those people who want to work directly with me and build your own real estate company, make sure you check out thereblueprint.com. thereblueprint.com. What this is it's a training and a duplicate of my business. Every way in my business where we make money right now, you get everything. It's from wholesaling to marketing to raising private money to renovating houses to flipping houses to buying rental properties, and the mindset that allows you to do all those things. An in-depth look at everything inside of my business. And on top of that, you get all the documents that go along with it. You get all the scripts, you get all the templates, you get all the Excel spreadsheets, you get all the contracts, you get all the credibility packets. You get literally everything you need to run your own real estate company. And on top of all that, you get live coaching calls with me. So don't miss out on it. Make sure you check out thereblueprint.com. And again, if you have any suggestions on YouTube content, YouTube videos that you want to hear more about, make sure you drop a comment in the description below. If you have something, let me know so we can get that content out to you as quickly as possible. Again, as always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, everything. Hope to see you on the next video. Peace.